It's 2023 and we're doing the things that scare us. And for me, that meant two things. The first thing was starting this YouTube channel back in February. I kept thinking to myself, you are not the demographic to thrive on this platform. And so you might start this channel and completely humiliate yourself and fail publicly. But I figured, why not? Let's go ahead and do it anyway because, you know, challenging ourselves. And the second thing was solo traveling. Here's the thing. I want company when I go on vacation. I want some friends, I want some family, I want a boo thing on vacation with me because it's going to be more fun. How could it be less fun with less people? Here's the thing, it is. I'm not saying I'm going to be done with group trips, but basically, because solo traveling for the first time completely transformed my outlook about how wonderful, exciting, just exhilarating and relaxing it can be to just be on your own, away from the noise, expectations, and demands. And so I'm going to share how I went on my first solo trip to Las Vegas. I really took the easy way out because I'd been to Vegas before, and so I didn't want to start off with somewhere brand new. I know Vegas. I know I like Vegas. I know where I want to stay when I'm there. And going there by myself just showed me that I need to take more solo trips in the future. Not because I don't love the people around me and want to connect, but sometimes I want to connect with myself away from the hustle and bustle of my regular life. I like vacation me too, and vacation me is peak when I'm on my own, on vacation, at a resort somewhere. So I'm going to share what I got up to while I was in Vegas and some of my big takeaways and learnings from that experience. And maybe you'll get a kiki out of this, or you will point and be like, you're completely wrong. Whichever the case may be, I hope you stick around, check out this video, and adventure along with me as I share my Las Vegas jaunts with you. Let's get into it.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant stay.
I'm in Vegas on a solo trip. I'm pretty excited about it. I had some time off from work, and instead of being the responsible adult I would normally be, I wouldn't. I decided to come to Vegas for 5 days and relax, sit by the beach, drink some cocktails, just have a good time. There's a Swiss Arabian store here, so I plan to do some perfume shopping, or at least some perfume browsing. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm staying at New York, New York. Never stayed here before. The last time I was in Vegas, I stayed at Park MGM, which is a non-smoking hotel that doesn't like heavily feature gambling. Like there are some slot machines and stuff, but it's like a small part of what is happening at that hotel, and because of that I decided to stay there last time. However, for functional reasons I can't stay there again. There is no bedside tables in the rooms. What the fuck? And also there are no like refrigerators or coffee makers or anything as well, and so it's real annoying, and I didn't want that for myself. So I decided to look around at the MGM properties because it just makes sense to sign up for one, whether it's Caesars or MGM or whatever, and stick to the one and at least build up some points. So that's what I've done. So anyway, I'm at New York, New York in this cute little room. I'll give you a tour because I'm very impressed and very happy with it. Now it's time to go look out some food. It's like 9 o'clock. I decided to do an afternoon, evening flight into Vegas, so I need to think about dinner now, maybe watching some TV, relaxing, and then starting tomorrow at the pool. So excited. You can sort of see the view. You can see the roller coaster there. There's Park MGM in the distance. I'll show you a better view tomorrow, but pretty happy with this overall.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
Yeah, it's day one in Vegas, and I'm pretty excited to head out. Doing practical things today. I go to Target, get some water for the week. Pick up anything that I forgot, because even with all the planning and packing and everything, I still forgot shit that needs to be picked up. So that's what's happening. This is Italy. I stayed going to this place. It is in Park MGM, and they specialize in Italian food, and they make the best fucking gelato here that I've ever had. There's chocolates, there's pasta, there's pizzas, there's meats, wines, all fire. Y'all should go here, it's nice. I also went to this Hello Kitty truck. I just checked it out because, you know, adorable. And for dinner that night, I was gonna do Italian again, but no, we did Mexican. It was awesome. the spokesperson for solo travel, not at all, and all the things it can do for us emotionally, mentally, psychologically. No, I am saying that there are benefits, but there are absolutely drawbacks to traveling on our own. First, here's the thing. I am a regular, people might say I'm paranoid. I'm not paranoid. I'm reasonably suspicious of the world. Growing up in Jamaica, where you need to be reasonably suspicious, I will never be the kind of person who won't look over my shoulder, won't be aware of my surroundings. And so whenever the idea of solo travel came up for me, it seemed like a terrible idea because I wouldn't have backup. I wouldn't have backup in case something went wrong. And it felt like going to any new place as a woman by myself was me setting myself up to being easy prey. And I never want to do that. On top of it, so many fun things, special experiences can happen while you're on vacation, and you want to share those experiences with people you know and love. You don't want to have that really exciting thing happen all by yourself. You want to be able to talk it over with the other people in your life. And so part of the challenge of solo traveling for me was I don't want to feel vulnerable, and I don't want to have special experiences that I don't get to share with other people. I don't get to reminisce with other people about it. And how do I put all of that aside to enjoy the potential, the possibilities, and the opportunity that I have when it comes to traveling alone? And basically what it came down to was trying to be smart about where I went and what I did while I was there, and taking special precautions as needed in order to protect myself. It also meant that, like, in an age where technology is everywhere, I can share things on the go as they happen. I don't have to keep it all to myself, bottled up, because somebody isn't there. They don't get to share in the experience. That is what stories are for. And as many experiences as we can share with the other people around us and reminisce about those things, it's okay to save some things just for ourselves. And I think I needed to convince myself of both those two things to get over the hump to go solo traveling in the first place. It's day 2 of my vacation. Very excited about that. I realized I'm terrible at vlogging because I went to the shops today. I walked into so the high-end shops like Louis Vuitton and Bulgari and so on, and I could have had my camera with me to video some of the fragrances that I tried. I am going to more shops tomorrow because they have a like very massive whatchamacallit, like Arabian, Middle Eastern fragrance shop. It's a little bit off the strip and stuff, which is why I didn't go today because I was walking around today. But I plan to take an Uber and go out there tomorrow because I want to try all the things, because in some of the videos they had Hamsa in person and I wanted to try that because I was looking at it, eyeing it online. So more perfume shopping tomorrow. I'll do better about filming some of the stuff, so I can take you along with me to try some of the many fragrance shops here. I want to go to Guerlain tomorrow. I want to go to Creed tomorrow. There are a few places because like there are a couple of like fragrances in Guerlain that I really want to try. There is one from their Aqua Allegoria line called Cherry Blossom. May have it in person. There is one from their like super high-end line that's like $400 a bottle. There's it's called Noir Angelique or Angelique Noir, I think. And then there is Spirituous Double, which is a vanilla fragrance, and they call it like Spirituous. It's like double vanilla. And everybody says it's like incredible. I don't know if the hype is, you know, overblown with that one, but I want to try it. And there is a girl on here, so I plan to try it. So I'm gonna do some more fragrance like snooping tomorrow. I didn't buy anything today. I'm also like thinking it's about 9 o'clock at night. My timing is I love cities like Vegas because I am a night owl, and cities like this go so far into the night that like I can be running to run errands at 9 o'clock at night, easy peasy. I can be getting like a dinner reservation at 10 o'clock at night. I love that for me. So I'm gonna go to the Hershey's store, priorities, and walk around a bit and check it out. And then there's like an Italian restaurant that I may check out for dinner tonight. So yeah, I've also never gambled. I would like to like waste $20 on the slots to see what that's like, because hello, we're in Vegas. I should try. I've been to Vegas a few times, never gambled. I'm always intimidated by the prospect, but we need to correct that. So I'll take you along. I'll try to do better. Also, I have my camera settings on 4K, which means I get like 10 minutes out of a battery. Foolishness.
Hello. What? Man, I'm trying to tell these fakers I'm real. If you didn't know that you're in for a thrill. Man, I'm trying to tell these hoes I'm too bad. She bad. I'm so apropos, but they be big mad. We won't let these haters bring us down.
Called rainbows and unicorns, there is a flip side to sort of the collective activities that you get to share with others. And even if that's all out of love and that's all wonderful, the fact of the matter is that we usually have different interests, different hobbies than the people in our lives, and we often forego those very niche interests like mine and perfume in order to do group activities that everybody can get on board with. And I've found when I look back at so many of the vacations that I've taken is that I was doing a whole bunch of shit that I had no interest in, like camping and hiking, when I could have been doing things that I did have interest in that nobody else wanted to do. And it's been one of those sort of learning moments that part of the reason I was often not having the best time on group vacations was because I didn't just say, I get that everybody wants to do this, I'm gonna go do this over here, I'll meet y'all for dinner. I did not do that often enough, and it meant that a lot of my vacation, even if they were bonding moments, they weren't filled with activities and experiences that I could say that I thoroughly enjoyed. And I think that's one of the big takeaways from this solar experience, that I need to take the time for myself within these vacations, create these pockets of experience that are just for me, that I get to look back on and say, this particular place did something I love really well, and I got to also connect with the people around me.
My second to last day here in Vegas. I'm a little sad. Like, I always book these extra long holidays that by the time I'm ready to go home, I am super ready to go home. And this is a little tester of like little quick jaunt where I get here on Monday, I leave on Friday to see how I'd feel. And yeah, I'm not ready to go. Like, I think there's so much more I want to do, places that I didn't get to see yet. I know I'll be back because it's been so fun, but yeah, I only have one day left. Tonight, today I'm gonna go check out some of the perfume shops, and tonight I have the Usher concert, and then tomorrow my flight back.
Of course I went perfume shopping while I was in Vegas because so many of the shops that I want to visit are just not in my own city, are nowhere near, and most everything is in Vegas. A lot of the smaller shops from Byredo, Le Labo, Jo Malone, some Arabian perfume houses, they're all in Vegas, like living it up. So you get to visit some of these places and try things in person that you might not otherwise be able to, and that's something I found very exciting. I did go to the Guerlain store. I will insert clip and show you what that looked like. I did pick up a fragrance. Check out my last fragrance haul where I talked about the fragrance I picked up at Guerlain. Very much love that. I also have an Arabian perfume haul coming, and two of the perfumes that I picked up in Vegas were from an Arabian perfume shop. One was a fruity floral and the other one was a gourmand fragrance. I was just all around very happy with everything that I tried. People were super nice there. It was called a Maison d'Orient. Yeah. It was this lovely spot on like a little bit further out from the strip, so I got to see a little bit more of Vegas while I was going perfume hunting all over the city, and that felt like its own adventure. Perfume hunting.
You know better, but you just can't get enough. You just need the pleasure, but you just can't get enough. Go a little higher, but you just can't get enough. Now you feel the pressure, but you just can't get enough.
going down like Frederick's Hollywood.
Yeah.
And they're not even I went into Bulgari, I went into Chanel, I went into YSL, I went into Hermes. I was just all over the place, just exploring and adventuring and going to these people's rich ass stores with their $10,000 handbags to look at perfumes because I belong there, because I love perfumes and you have them. If they're out, I'm gonna try them. And it was a lot of fun for me. And I guess what it also showed me, I remember back in the day going in some of these bougie ass stores and just feeling so out of place and just waiting for somebody to be rude to me so I could feel bad for the day. And first of all, nobody was rude. People just mostly left you alone, I guess. But more than that, it was the fact that like I had that boost of self-confidence to do all of these things. And I think that's sort of something that comes with age. The older I've gotten, the less self-conscious I've been to step into spots that are usually these exclusive spaces, right? And just feeling like I have a right to be here as much as anybody else, and I'm not gonna let anybody make me feel out of place. And sometimes they're not trying to make me feel out of place, but I've imagined it. And so it was a wonderful thing. Also, I was looking good that day. I dressed the fuck up. I dressed up. I was putting it down in my outfit. I'm gonna try to insert like a little clip because I did a video that day to see what the outfit was giving, because it was giving a lot. So maybe people were being nice because I looked good. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, probably. That was part of it, right? Really like allowing myself to go into spaces that otherwise I would have avoided because I would have been afraid that somebody would have been an asshole. And I'm like, even if they're assholes, does it ruin your day? It doesn't have to, because people can sometimes be that way, and it does not mean I have to take on some of that sort of negative perception they may have. I can go about living my life in a positive, happy way anyway, regardless of what people want to comment. You know what I mean? And so that was also a takeaway from this trip, just learning life lessons all over the place.
Looks like
Got my girl on, got myself a bottle of Angelique Noir. Pretty excited about that one. Cannot wait to wear it. It smells so good.
on the mind. I've been seeing great lights, got in such a great lines. Let me talk to you in straight line. You keep a space for me, give you what you need. I'm here on my knees, baby, please believe. Know that I'm no better, not just in the mood. So compromise, I know you're the effort, it ain't keeping you so far tonight. I'm for you, making sure I'm right for you. So far tonight, I'm for you.
So I'm walking through Italy, which is in Park MGM, and there are 4 women there together, just like looking real adorable. They're doing a little bit of shopping in the daytime, and they've stopped to get some gelato, and they're sitting around, and they see me come into the building, and they're like, oh, you should sit with us. And I sat with them, and they're telling me how they're going to the Usher concert on the Wednesday night. And I felt a little bit like in that moment a little bit lonely, right? Like they were having this really fun experience as a squad. They've come to Vegas together to go to this concert, and it's going to be amazing. Now here's the thing, there are friends that I share my love of Usher with, right? We grew up listening to him, and we talked about it ad nauseum, and they would have absolutely loved going to an Usher concert and probably would have been on board had I like asked them to go, because it's never fun to go to a music concert with people who don't like the musician like that. They're annoying. And because Usher is such like one of my favorite singers, one of my favorite artists, it is irritating to go to an Usher concert with people who don't know his music like that. Like literally, there's a woman in the standing room section with me, because of course I was right up under the stage. I wasn't going to sit at the back. what do you think this is? Anyway, standing up on the stage, woman is standing next to me and she's like, I don't really know any of his music. I'm like, why are you here then? Why are you taking up good fan room in the standing room section? You should be at the back. Go have a seat. Why are you up here taking up space if you don't love him like that? I'm just saying, I was a little bit salty. She was nice. I was a little salty. I was a little salty because I don't understand, number one, how you could be in this crowd right now and not feel it. She left early too. I'm still hot. I'm still hot. Like, girl, the last time I was went to the Usher concert, when he was at Caesars, so in 2021, there's this moment where this guy next to me, we're both like jumping, singing, right? And then we look at each other, like we lock eyes, and we just like hold each other's hands, like, oh my god, we're here right now. This is amazing. We were so happy, right? Because everybody around us was just so grateful to be in that moment. Like, we are alive, life is good, we're at a concert, there is beautiful music playing, and it's one of our favorite artists. And there is nothing like that when you go to a concert with fans, people who know the music, who love it, and are excited about it. Except when you show up and the person right next to you don't really know Usher like that, you're like, no, you're ruining the energy next to me. Anyway, there's some other two women who were very much into it and they made it a lot of fun. Also, he did a stage dive and I touched him. I held him up. I will insert a video of like his foot coming towards me. I'm like, yes, come toward me, foot, come toward me, body.
I'm about to head to the Usher concert. I'm very excited to do so. Like, I've seen him in concert recently. I saw him in concert in 2021, but it doesn't mean I can't see him in concert again. I'm about to head to the venue. This is the fit, this is the look. It's real casual. I want to be comfortable. I'm in the standing room only section, so we need to be up, we need to be comfortable. I can't be overdressed, I can't be in heels for this. So I'm excited to go see this concert. I'm a little bit late. It's about 8:30, which means gates are open. The show hasn't actually started yet. I had all of these plans of getting there mad early and all of the things, and I got caught up in the shops. I got caught up in the stores, walking in, walking out, trying different things, and I ended up getting back to my hotel so late I could not get dinner before, so I ate some cold pizza, and now I'm heading off to the Usher concert because priorities. I'll get dinner after. Seriously. But it's been a good day of being in and around Vegas, and I've had such a good time on this trip. I am already missing the city and all it has to offer. I think it's the right amount. It's like the right amount of vacation where I still feel energized, I feel rested, I don't feel like homesick yet. So I'm ready to go home, but I am going to miss being here. But in general, it's just like a successful trip for me.
So Usher showed up like he always does. And he did what needed to be done. Like the beautiful fucking artistic genius that he is on that stage for all of us to see, and he left it all out there like he does every night. And I was in awe because I am always in awe of this man's talent. Just don't waste my time. This is not a place for real life. I know people actually live in Vegas and live that shit all the time, but for me, it's not real life. It just feels bigger, louder, brighter, more elaborate than real life, and that's exactly what Vegas gives. Now, I have friends who think of Vegas as like, I don't know, kind of not beneath them, but like they're too classy for Vegas, or like they want a more curated experience, and Vegas feels very pedestrian. And I'm a little bit offended because I love Vegas so much that they think Vegas is like for basic ass people. Call me basic bitch, Janique. Call me basic bitch, because I love the vibe, the energy, the lights, the people, the happiness, the joy, and also the, a little bit of depression that Vegas creates, and it all swirls together. And it's like, there's only one place like it. There's only one play. It never also feels too bougie and too up its own ass, basically. Like I've been to Monaco and you're walking around Monaco and everybody feels stuffy. Everybody feels really like they're looking at themselves outside of themselves, walking through the streets and like performing for everybody around them. Do you know what I mean by that? Where nobody really takes themselves too seriously. Unless you go to like the Bellagio and you look outside and the guys are driving up in cars, you're like, they take themselves very seriously. But everybody else is just here for a buffet and a good time. And I feel y'all because I am one of y'all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard.
Baby, you're the one and only. Baby, you've been on my mind. You know you don't have to be lonely. You can come and take my time.